moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
And what do you know? It works perfectly. See that Red Hood? You see that Red Hood? You see how seamless that is when Bito Cloudo takes control and doesn't listen to you? Do you see what happens?
It took a week, sir.
Do you see what happens when Bito Cloudo does something for the Hunter? What is this guy good for? What is he good for, Hunter? What's he
Dude,
good
I get
for?
on your listen. I get on you for
Final
tweeting out the
Fantasy trivia.
What's he
podcast
good
and all
for?
this stuff. It's just like it's
What's he
insane.
good for,
And I get
Hunter?
on you for
Told
trying
you,
to play
Final
some
Fantasy
good
trivia.
JRPG
What's
games.
he good for, Hunter?
If I ever want to know like anything Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
if I forget something Final Fantasy,
Oh, there you go.
He's my
Listen,
guy.
I already asked Hunter, dude, because I'm
So he's the
the
Final
Fantasy
connoisseur?
guy.
Are you trying
When
to say?
16 comes,
Yeah.
I need Hunter to.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I need Hunter to just come in clutch for me when 16 comes.
Exactly, Jerry. Jerry's even vouched for me. He's good for nothing. Exactly.
Dude,
What's
nah,
up?
sir.
What's up,
Yes, sir.
everybody? Welcome to the show. This is gonna be kind of a short one. Not a lot of crazy stuff going on. I mean, it's a lot of repeats, ironically, going on news-wise. But before we get into that, I do want to announce, yes, we got a giveaway we're gonna be doing for you guys today. So basically, a couple of days ago, we interviewed the executive producer over there at Gold Knights for their game, The Last Orku. They actually were cool enough to send us a few codes to give away for you guys. So I have one for PC, I have one for Xbox, and I have 2 for PlayStation. So we are going to give those away for you guys live on the show. And I also want to send my deep condolences to the family, of course, of Optimus Code. For those of you that did not know, he passed away yesterday. It was a big tragic loss for the community. Dude was always a good dude. He gave people a voice in this community. Not many people did that. And I just want to definitely, send some good vibes out there. My prayers go out to his family and to everybody who watches this. Hey, man, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Hopefully we can make you laugh, bring a little joy to you, and you guys can go on about your day and go about your weekend, all right? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the panel of today's show. Obviously, Blaze4K ain't here, so we'll get him back next week. Anyway, we're going to start with the good for nothing. I'm starting him first. Mr. Red Hood 420.
Listen, Big Cloud be saying this, and I gotta expose him from time and time again. Man says he's a neutral, says he games on multiple platforms. It's incorrect. Dude, it was like a handicap match like 2 nights ago. It was like me, Mez, Blaze, everybody at him.
This is my finger
and this man was
hovering
trying
over
to
the
fight
eject
everybody
button.
off. He's trying to fight everybody.
Hey, Hunter,
gets
this is my
destroyed.
finger hovering over the eject button. Just want you to know. Just go ahead.
Yeah. Try to eject me. You eject me, it's game over for you, bro. Putting a file and complaint to HR for your toxicity. Honestly,
I run
Cage
HR.
has the best. You are called Toxic Cloud now. You're not
Toxic
Big Cloud
yeah,
Gaming.
that's what
Oh, man. Here we
You are
go.
Toxic Cloud
called
Gaming,
classic
bro.
say.
She calls me Toxic Cloud. I don't want to hear nothing from Cold Classic Cage after what she said about Halloween. She says that Halloween 2018 is a garbage film, but she said Rob Zombie films are better than that. I need her to sit down. I won't say that. Anyway. Obviously, our next panel member, we got my good friend Hunter, aka Next Gen Player. What's up, brother?
What up, man? How's it going? I'm repping the Xbox today because I'm playing Scorn. You know what? I actually decided I was going to wear the hat today because I tweeted something about Scorn earlier today, and somebody responded back to me. Obviously, someone that doesn't know me at all and doesn't follow me on Twitter. I don't think, but they're like, "Dude, do you have an Xbox?" They were so shocked, and I was like, I wrote back. I was like, "Yeah, I've been an Xbox gamer since the first console, 20 years. I've owned every console." And they're like, "Well, you should talk about it more." And I'm like, you know what? I talk about I literally talk about every single Xbox game that comes out. But the reason why I don't talk about Xbox as much as the other platforms is, and I hate to say it, how many games are coming out for this console, man? The last time I talked about Xbox would have been talked a lot about Xbox probably would have been last year when I was playing Psychonauts and I was playing Halo Infinite. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, if they would have released Starfield this summer, I would have been talking about Starfield for a couple of months.
Shout out to
But is it for the
they
right
finally have a
reasons,
game.
Hunter?
Dude, they finally have a game.
This ain't exclusive, is it, or was it a multiplayer? I forgot about Scorn.
What game?
I forgot about Scorn. Was Scorn?
I think it's Xbox and PC, right?
It's
Gamepass.
No, well, yeah. This whole time, I forgot all
it's
about
Xbox
Scorn.
and PC.
But I was gonna say Starfield. If it released when it was supposed to release, I don't know, man. It might have had some negative press with the bugs and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even next year, it's gonna be buggy. Like it's bug fest. I mean,
so is it more scary, or is it just more like, I guess, the visuals that's supposed to creep you out type of thing for Scorn? Is that what it's?
Oh, Scorn. You know what? I just started playing it. I'm a few hours into the game. I think the game's only like 5 hours. I think I'm already I'm on halfway through Act 3. I think there's 5 acts, so yeah. I'm like pretty much getting done with this game. But like I'm still trying to gather my thought. The thing is like I'm happy and I'm disappointed at the same time. It's completely not what I thought. Maybe I got to look at trailers more, like read previews more or something. I thought this was like more of an action game. I thought that there was combat in this game. I saw them attacking enemies in trailers. I literally thought it was like a first-person shooter game where you have like blood and meat weapons. That's what I thought. Instead of like shooting people, like you suck their blood out, or like I don't know. Like I literally thought this was like an action game or an FPS game, or like a vampire, or a combination of the two. It is, dude. It's
I heard it's puzzles. Is that true?
95% puzzle. So I actually I'm enjoying the game. I'm not like wowed. I think I probably agree so far with like the meta, which is hovering around like 7. It's like it's good. It's okay. I'm glad I'm playing it.
It's not great.
It's not the type of game that I would buy. It's the perfect game to rent over the weekend,
for Gamepass,
right? And you'll beat it over the weekend. It's only 5 hours. Perfect game to rent over the weekend.
It's got that Gamepass stench on it, Johnson.
Well, so it okay. I'm not going to use the word stench. It definitely fits the Gamepass mold, for sure. But I mean, like, dude, when I was younger, I used to rent games like every weekend.
Oh yeah.
And I like, there were tons of games that I loved. What I'd rent and I'd play them like for 3 days and that's it. Love them, but like I wouldn't love them enough that I'd want to go out and spend $50 or $60 on the game. Like I'm satisfied with my $5 rental. That's the same way I feel with this. Like I'm glad I'm playing it. I'm glad it's on Game Pass. I'm glad everyone is going to get a chance to try it out. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. I'm just like I'm just in disbelief, man. It is so puzzle focused, and like the puzzles are not even that good.
Wow.
But the reason why I'm enjoying it is like I think it's mainly the graphics and the atmosphere. It's like it's unusual, it's weird. I've never played a game really like this before. It's really unsettling. I didn't want to get into it too much, but like in the podcast, because I don't know if we want to broach this topic, but like it's oddly sexual.
Oh no!
like everything, dude. Everything. It's like twigs and berries, man. I'm looking around like, why is there like nuts hanging on this off the ceiling? Like I'm like, it's like the 100th pair of nuts I've seen. I've seen so many, like I've seen more nuts playing this game than I've seen like my whole life up until this point. So I don't know, man. Like if you like puzzle games, if you go into this acknowledging there's no action at all and the combat is terrible, then and you purely want to see like cool environments and solve some puzzles, perfect game.
Yo, the chat wild today. He said Nut Simulator. I'm dead.
I mean, listen, man.
Dude, it's crazy. They got dongs that are dripping like. Dude, everywhere, dripping. Like I don't even like.
Just dripping out.
Dude, I've seen like 20 liquids drip out of these things. Dude, even the puzzles that you interact with. Dude, the okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. The puzzles you interact with, a lot of them are like phallic towers that you stick things into. That's all I'm gonna say. You stick everything into these towers and dude,
listen, so what I'm hearing is this game has fetishes, and there's a fetish for some people geared towards it.
Yeah,
there you go, guys. If you like that stuff, go get the game. If you don't, pass on it.
I can't with this one. Y'all kill me.
Nuts galore, bro.
Well, you
Dude, I can't believe it. I'm like afraid to go into the next room in this game because I'm tired of these damn nuts, man. Like nuts from the ceiling, nuts coming out of the floor. Like,
oh my god. Well, hey, if you don't have the balls to play Scorn, they got you covered. Anyway,
anti-foreskin simulator.
Yo.
Oh god, man.
Yo, Lord, I can't. Oh Lord, when I scored.
I swear though, like, did they even announce that it was a puzzle game? Like,
no, actually, they just
didn't
kind
mark it that
of
way.
yeah, they just kind of just like showed off the weird, like him taking off limbs, using it to unlock things, and they didn't really say anything about it being a puzzle game. I thought that was just more of like not the wow factor, but the way of just kind of like creeping you out. You know what I mean? For like the creatures to come at you and it was going to be battle. That's what I thought Scorn was going to be.
Totally.
Yeah, that's
totally
definitely weird marketing for that game.
Yeah, like bait and switch, man. Like that's the way I'm not like super mad because I'm a big puzzle fan, but like, geez, if I wasn't a puzzle fan, I'd be pissed, man. Like, what a bait and switch I think that is.
You want to know a bait and switch? Halloween Ends. That
is true.
That's you see it too.
That definitely
that is a bait and switch.
That's called false marketing at its finest.
That's called killing a franchise. After an amazing start.
What kind of twisted game are you playing, Hunter? Dude, Scorn. That's what I'm playing. I'm playing.
Hey,
I'm gonna beat it. Like, I'm gonna try to beat it tonight and try to get some impressions up.
Hit that like button, people.
You should honestly on your review and be like, one nut out of 5 nuts I give this game.
He says scored the foreskin simulator. What is happening right now in this chat? Yeah. Hunter played the game so you guys wouldn't have to. What's up? What's up, Web Dave? But let's get to the show, man. Wow, where to begin? I'm gonna start with the first thing, man. This is straightforward. God of War bundle.
Master bait and switch. Sorry.
Oh,
Jerry said master bait and switch.
Oh
no.
There we go.
Oh no. What up, Dre? Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up? I see y'all. God of War bundle. We finally got one. Surprisingly, but there's no custom console.
Yeah.
You got a controller. Yeah. You got a custom controller and no custom console.
Dude, you know what? You know what I'm thinking of the rationale for that is because, like, custom consoles will sell more consoles, but Sony can't even meet demand. I literally think Sony is just being lazy. That's what it is.
I wanted to say this, Hunter. I was gonna say they're lazy, or like you said, they don't want to create custom consoles because not enough PS5s on the wall. Or the third thing is they can't really think of an idea to make a custom consoles because it's just plates. You know what I mean? So it's like they can just sell the plates separately, right? Or they got to think outside the box and just like create like that blue LED strip or whatever white LED strip, and maybe change that color to like red and maybe have a God of War like sound effect when you turn on the PS5. Something like that.
That'd be sweet.
Dude, we say this all the time. Like Microsoft's king when it comes to stuff like that. Red Hood, like with the sound effects for the consoles, laser designs, they're king.
Dude, I had the.
Well, my thing is like, what's
War. Yeah. I think the Gears of War Xbox One.
Yeah, that was Gears 5. Blaze has that one.
Yeah, you push the button and it makes the gears noise. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what's the justification of just saying, all right, we're going to sell this console with blue side plates and the logo,
dude,
where they could just sell it in mass. You know what I mean? They're going to have to create something unique for the consoles because people would say like, hey, we could sell those plates.
Not really though, because you can look at just the controller by itself and just match the controller because that controller is not doing anything game changing in terms of design.
No. I know that. I'm saying like if they were to just slap on new plates, right?
Yeah.
Then people will say, well, you can make more of those plates and sell it to other consumers. So then other people that get the console are going to be like, but what about us? So it's like a fine line where you're going to have to make that thing be really unique in terms of sound effects or something like that.
Yeah, I think that dream is dead, though, to be honest with you, because they're already talking about the revision. I don't think they have any plans to make custom plates for PS5. I don't see it. I don't. I really don't.
They just it's not like super custom, but they just announced the camo one, which at least has like
true,
it's a design like it's camo, but at least it's not just like a flat color.
I don't know if you remember though. They did it for Call of Duty, right? That's what the Call of Duty launched. But if I remember correctly, didn't D-Brand show that off first before they started showing those crazy exclusive colors? And then Sony started to like come at them afterwards, like the black. They showed off their, you know what I mean, like all the gun medals and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So a little weird they did it now with a camo one, and you know, D-Brand was doing all the other stuff like the carbon fiber and stuff that people really wanted. I'm surprised Sony just didn't work with them. It would have saved them so much more time and energy just to do that. It would have been better for them.
They want all the profits.
They want all the money, man.
It would have made more sense.
They don't want to get. They don't want to get.
They don't want a middleman.
I know, but let's face it, though, is Sony really going to hydro dip side plates, custom plates?
I don't disagree, but I'm saying like they don't want to have a middleman in terms of a business. So they want 100% of like the profits. Besides retailers, of course will gain a portion of that. But just imagine on top of a middleman, you got to pay. They're going to get a portion, and the retailers get a portion.
Yeah.
And then how much does Sony get at the end?
But
I agree that there should be other alternatives. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was just a really, really bad missed opportunity. It's like, bro, you could have really benefited heavily by doing that. Because more likely, what we're probably going to see from Sony in terms of the side plates, if we're lucky, we'll probably see like the classic gray. You might get that PS1 classic gray down the road. You might get a black, more likely. Or if we don't have the black version yet, but you have what else? The red, the blue, and the other colors are kind of just okay for what they are. The red one kind of creeped me out though. It was like it didn't look red. What was it called? Cosmic red. It was like it looks pink when you guys have.
Oh yeah, cosmic.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be like I don't know, like.
Well,
that's weird.
At least like on the bright side, we are getting that custom God of War Ragnarok controller.
Yeah.
Right, which is like. It's not a lot, but like at least Sony's actually customizing something. I think it had the wolf on it, right? Or it had like two wolves on it.
Like a wolf or just the logo or something like that.
It's the wolf and the logo, right? So it's the. But my thing is, I will say it will be even a bigger missed opportunity if they don't have a console limited edition Spider-Man 2 system.
Yeah.
That would be.
That
would be a big yikes.
Yeah. I know y'all remember that video I did, everybody in the chat, but mine's see-through. Like, I got see-through side plates for mine. I was like, no, I ain't waiting for this, so.
Oh, yeah, totally. I just hope they can finally meet demand, because I think once they can actually meet demand, that's when I think they're going to start really going after the custom console, because
I hope so.
You know, because that way they can like spur more demand. And like the other thing too is like when they start creating those consoles, like I know lots of people, even on our team here that have picked up multiple consoles, right? Like I could, there's lots of people that are going to have like a launch PS5 that would gladly pick up a Spider-Man to PS5 if it was like, completely custom branded Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true. That is true too. I wonder, do they even have plans for a Spider-Man one or a Wolverine one? You would think Wolverine would get that treatment though, right? Like that big, crazy extra thing. But who knows? It's possible. Very possible.
I don't know. Both. Yeah.
Yeah.
If one's gonna get it, it'll be Spider-Man, just because Spider-Man's just the bigger franchise overall. But yeah, they should do it for both, obviously.
Hands down, absolutely. Jerry A with the $2. He says, y'all cracking me up. He's talking about the Scorn thing, the foreskin simulator. He's talking about that. Yeah, that was interesting way to start this pod. I didn't think it would be that weird for Scorn, but okay, apparently it's about foreskin and moving on. Yeah.
Dude, let's just put it up behind. Dude, all I'm gonna say though, man, like, dude, there's definitely gonna be memes. I've seen a few memes on Twitter of like the dripping, but there's gonna be more memes for sure. people start playing this game.
Oh, this game about to be this game about to be extra sus. I'm gonna go right to one of the biggest topics that's happened. It was an interesting comment from Microsoft regarding the situation with Activision, and of course, you guys know the whole acquisition. Microsoft came out with this comment and basically said that Sony is too big to fail. The reason why they're saying they're too big to fail because of just how positioned they are right now. And obviously they believe that the deal with Activision should be approved because, again, Sony has nothing to lose. Now, Hunter, I'm going to go right to you because you already know. All of us really have seen Sony fail when they were at their biggest, and Nintendo at their biggest height. At their biggest height. Further. Yeah, Sony was at their biggest height, and they had the biggest L of the company's history. On top of the fact that they were pretty much losing money on TVs, Walkmans weren't selling, they were out of touch in other areas, and they were making investments in Blu-ray, et cetera, et cetera. They were losing money out on top of that. But the one area that many people thought they would never lose money on and would ever fail or botch, which happened to be the PlayStation 3, it was the case. So the fact that Microsoft said that Sony's too big to fail now, Hunter.
Yeah, but
come on.
But like to put it in perspective though, like the biggest console failure ever for Sony is still better than every single gen that Xbox has ever produced. So like, was PS3 a failure? Yeah, of course, because they went from like 150 million to like
80,
what,
84, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm not sure if I'd actually call it a failure. It was bad, but they didn't necessarily fail. They ended up making money, like, you know, in the latter half of that gen, and they like reinvented themselves. But I mean, like Sony I think right now is probably in one of its strongest positions. I think PS2 probably would have been a little bit stronger because there was just less competition.
They had more buildings too. Remember, they had so much leg room back when the PS2 generation.
Yeah,
like, they had all those buildings. Now a good chunk of those buildings, like Sean just brought up, they did. They had to get rid of those. Remember what they call it, restructuring? They had to consolidate a lot of stuff and put them in bigger areas or allocate them to other parts. That's why you had Sony London. You had all that other stuff. Now it's just it's not like what we used to have. Sony was on a different playing field. They were legit the only guys playing chess, you know what I mean? Now it's like, bro, there are more people at this table. So it's like for them to say that Sony doesn't have anything to lose is kind of weird to me. You know, they're too big to fail.
Like, you know what? Like, I don't know if like Microsoft is maybe partially right.
You think so?
Because like, well, let's think about the various markets that are out there, right? Like, so like Xbox will probably never be bigger than Sony in Japan and Asia. Yep. So that's a given that every single gen Sony will be bigger than Xbox no matter what happens. At least from a console perspective. Maybe if they get into like mobile and cloud, but purely console. And then Europe. Europe is aside from a few markets, it's almost all PlayStation. Like UK is like more mixed, right? But it's like they do way more. Like it'll be something like, you know, 70-30 or 75-25 for in favor of Sony in Europe. The only real contested market for Sony is North America, and even North America, it'll be like 55 or 60% PlayStation. 40-45% Xbox, right? So, is Sony infallible? No, but I mean, like, Sony would have to majorly screw up year after year after year, like 10 years in a row of just absolute disaster for Sony to fail, right? Yeah. But the reason why I think Microsoft is partially right is because PlayStation is just, like, honestly, that damn good. Like, their
marketing is definitely better than it's ever been, for sure.
Their talent, man.
Yeah.
They're like they have, like, I mean, it's probably, you could easily get away with saying that they have the best talent of any first party, you know, collection of studios out there. Like, I mean, Nintendo fans can argue that, of course, because Nintendo's awesome too. But I mean, like, you know, you could easily argue that their talent is just so extreme that it would be very hard for them to fail. Like imagine Insomniac Games like releasing 4 crappy games in a row. Like
Yeah, no.
imagine Naughty Dog having like 4 stinkers in a row. Like they're too talented.
Yeah,
they're too talented.
Naughty Dog just been like, Naughty Dog's just been getting the short end of the stick when it comes to getting leaked. You know what I mean? Like most of their stuff, like Last of Us 2, I think it was after it got gold, got leaked, right? And then, or before it got, after it got gold, it got leaked. Then Last of Us Remake, that before it got gold, went gold, it got leaked immediately. So it was like, they whatever happened, whatever's going on with Naughty Dog, they got to fix that. I don't know who is leaking what. That needs to be like, there needs to be stricter policies with Naughty Dog. That's like your S tier studio, you know what I mean? That needs to be fixed. So
yeah, the unfortunate part with Sony is like, well, especially in the first like 3 gens of Sony, PS1, PS2, and PS3, the vast majority of the value of a PlayStation console came from third parties. Like, I'm not going to discount the games that Sony made. They made some pretty awesome games. Of course, I love all their PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, but like the majority of it, like when Final Fantasy 7 came to PlayStation, like that in itself half killed Nintendo.
Yeah.
Right? And then Resident Evil and like just all these franchises that just
that
like
Nintendo just didn't have. Yeah.
were exclusive or lead platforms on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But the unfortunate part, and Sony is actually taking good strides for it. The unfortunate part though is that Sony's going to have to really, I think, morph into like basically what a Nintendo is, which is like very, very, very reliant on first party.
Yes.
And creating an environment where their fans are going to just eat up whatever.
Right.
Like
They have
Nintendo will release like I love Nintendo, but like they'll release a game like a new Animal Crossing, which is like very similar to all the other Animal Crossings. It has like a couple of new things, new features, like whatever. But a lot of their games are like just iterative. They're very similar. I played the new Mario Strikers game, almost the same as the other one. But they'll release that and sell 30 million, right?
Yeah.
Their fans are like, that's what Sony needs to do in order to like, because third party is going to get like tougher and tougher and more challenging, and Microsoft is going to buy more, and Tencent's going to buy more, and more publishers are going to get bought. It's going to like, man, for gamers, it's going to be partially hell for us because like,
I kind of want that.
The future, we don't know what it's going to be like.
No, like I do kind of want that from Sony, because I remember there was a few points during the PS3 gen. There were so many damn games dropping. We didn't have time to digest what we currently had. You know what I mean? I want that option, like where just there's something else available. You know what I mean? You never feel like, okay, damn, I gotta take my sweet time on this game, or damn, this game's done, I gotta wait another 3 months. You know what I mean? Like I don't ever want us to have that issue. So I do agree with you 110%. Like Sony needs to be in that situation, and hopefully by the time we get there, like we get the multiplayer situation situated, like we get the Resistance, we'll have the SOCOM. You know what I mean? All that stuff. Because now they need the multiplayer. Like that is just.
Well, dude, that's why I'm so excited about Sony, man. Like, like I am like so, like I know some people are like, oh, like Jim Ryan and like live service, and I like we all know they're still going to create great single player games, but I'm super excited because I actually think for the first time in like, how old's PlayStation? 26 years?
26.
Oh, 26 years. This is the first time I think Sony has literally had meetings and they're like, holy shit, we need to become Nintendo. Like we can't, like, we relied on Call of Duty to bankroll our PlayStation console, like billions, like couple billion. Seems like last I heard it was like 2 billion a year for that was being spent on Activision games on PlayStation. So they third parties have just been bankrolling Sony, and finally, like now they're probably worried, like rightfully worried, because like shit, they now they know we need to have our multiplayer games. We need to support our multiplayer games. We can't release a SOCOM and let it die. It has to become the next Rainbow Six, right? Yeah. It has to become the next Fortnite. That's like that. that's their mindset.
He said
So
Sony
I think
needs
it's
to come out
good,
with a
man.
power glove. Oh God, don't bring up the power glove. Don't bring up the power glove. Nintendo's the only company that can get away with the power glove.
Sony needs to make a power glove.
I'll bring that up.
Oh God.
The power glove became such a meme that it ended up in Freddy Krueger. I don't know if y'all remember that. You remember that, John? Freddy Krueger pulled out the power glove.
Yeah.
Such a meme. But no, I agree 110%. You said it's they're 28? I thought they were 26. Okay, so Sony's 26.
What's that? 28 what?
Years
Oh,
old.
28 years old. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, 28.
Oh, yeah. 1995. Yeah, is when.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, I'm excited because studios like Haven up here in Montreal and Deviation Games, like whatever they're making, I think Sony will actually like be all in. Like they know they have like this new like Last of Us multiplayer game that comes out. They're gonna be all in. Like
it has to hit though. It has to be like it really has to hit at this point. It has to be really, really good. I know Neil said it's like their most ambitious project. Okay, cool. We need to see that translated in gameplay. Design, story, whatever you do. Like put everything that you guys are good at into this and make this the most amazing thing ever. Plus content. Since this is more like it has to be
Destiny, man.
Yes,
like
it
has to be a Destiny. It has like,
absolutely.
I like, dude. I like as you guys all know, I'm like majority single player games, but like I do play online games. We were talking about Aliens, Fireteam. Like I put in like 1,500 hours into Apex. I get addicted every now and again to a really good online game. But I'm actually excited. Like The Last of Us multiplayer, if it's good, that's gonna be awesome. But like we may get expansions, right? We may get a new season like every 3 months, just like Apex does, just like Destiny is doing. Like we might get major expansions every twice a year. It's exciting, man. Like I wish them all the luck, the best luck in the world, and I think that I think they're on the right track.
Yeah.
With their strategy.
I feel like the fire's kind of been lit underneath them, right? Where they have to really put the effort. That's what I'm really, really excited for too. Like what they're gonna do, like what's their reaction, what's they're gonna be, how do you compete at this point, and what are you gonna do? We know OG classes are coming back. We know they're gonna make an effort for XYZ to fix issues, right? And we know, and they put out a stealth update, like they're cleaning up the menus and stuff like that. So they're listening to feedback. They're getting stuff out the way. So I'm glad.
Trophy.
Yeah. It's
trophy
like the new
stuff
tracker. Yeah, it's like the new tracker, trophy tracker, which looks good. It's a lot more clean. It cleans up your dashboard as opposed to you having this bunch of trophies just going across. It's now one area where it's legit tracking and it shows you what you got and vice versa. That's actually good. I'm glad that was a nice update for them. Blaze in the chat, what up? Red Hood, what's your take on it, brother? Sony's too big to fail, according to Microsoft, and this Activision deal. I know you was nod your head.
Literally anyone is able to fail in the right circumstances, in the right like financial aspect of it. Anyone can fail. PlayStation 3, even though it still did well relatively, a lot of people consider it a fail.
Yeah, damaged reputation.
Sega failed. Nintendo failed with the GameCube and also the Wii U, and I don't want to say
Virtual Boy.
Was the Virtual Boy. Like it's like a lot of these companies fail. Another thing to note is looking at everything and the CMA and the regulators scrutinizing it. There are good talking points that a lot of people didn't consider. Like a lot of people do say Sony's crying this and that. It's like a lot of these people don't realize companies when it comes to buying up movie companies or these other companies in different avenues. A lot of the opposing companies will cry or give up complaints because that's their job. They have to do that for their shareholders, and not the shareholders are going to get pissed. And to look at it, it's the CMA is heavily scrutinizing it, and it's very interesting to see that because Microsoft's Call of Duty is not going to shift a lot of PlayStation owners from 2024 to 2028 because the games are going to be on there, but they don't talk about anywhere beyond that because there will be a shift when those games become exclusive and be on Game Pass. in the next series console on the PS6, there will be a shift. People will leave from PS5 at the end when going into PS6 to the new Xbox console. It will absolutely happen. If Xbox says differently, they're lying to themselves, but they have to.
Yeah.
Like all these companies have to lie, and like, and it's always hearing Xbox now say, "Let us compete, let us compete." And I think Blaze brought it up. It's like, bro, have you guys not been competing since the original Xbox? Well, after all this time, like, where has the competition been? Like,
it just falls
if
on
you,
deaf
like,
ears for a lot of people.
and the thing is, also they also want to say too that they're not competing with PlayStation. They're competing with Stadia and Luna and all these other things, and now they're talking about PlayStation about competing. It's like, bro, you guys are wishy-washy, but these companies will always be wishy-washy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just annoying. The whole thing is just annoying, and it's going to be interesting because either technically three things can happen, right? It gets blocked, purchase doesn't happen. Purchase happens, that's that. The third option is purchase doesn't happen, Microsoft does a countersuit or something like that to the regulators.
Red, who's kidding?
Oh my gosh.
The one thing that I was reading about that I thought was like really interesting too.
Don't make me bring something up on you, bit.
That's what he said in the chat, like in the text. He just texted me that. He said that's why he's late.
I gotta actually I gotta research a bit more because I was just like reading up on it last night. But like I was reading that the CMA actually like told Facebook to sell Giphy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, like, because I was reading an article just saying like the CMA has like notoriously been tough the last few years, and they've been really cracking down on big purchases. So like the Giphy thing, like I said, I got to do a bit more research, but it seems like Facebook bought them a few years ago, and then I think it was just like last year. I think it was they bought them in like 2019, and then in 2021, that's when the CMA said, you can't own Giphy. You gotta sell, or Jiffy, whatever you call it. You gotta sell Jiffy, right? Like that's crazy, man. Like that's wild. And so it actually gets me thinking too that that the CMA is like tough as nails. Even if this actually goes through, like there's no guarantee that it's gonna stay like that forever. Like what if it goes through and then 2 years down the road, CMA like says, "Oh, actually, you know what? We're reevaluating."
Yeah.
Right? Like we actually thought it was a mistake. Like I don't know all the legality of it, but like I'm pretty sure that they can obviously apply a lot of pressure and like at a minimum if like in a scenario like that, like if Microsoft doesn't sell Activision, when the CMA tells them to, they could say, okay, well then you can't do business in our country.
That's true too. Like how long we've been talking about this whole acquisition too? Let's throw this in here too. How long we've been talking?
A long time, bro.
A long time, right?
Like
this
a year.
Yeah, this is like the longest ongoing battle of opinions I've ever seen.
To be fair, it happens with these big corporations. I think it happened with Disney and Fox. It took like a year.
Yeah,
a year for things to settle.
What really like ticks me off with these conversations is that like I hate we always talk bad about Xbox. I hate it, but I gotta talk again just because like I'm just like, to me I'm so frustrated at the way that they go about acquisitions. It's like when Nintendo just bought like a year ago or maybe less than a year, they bought Next Level Games, which is the Vancouver, Canada studio that makes Luigi's Mansion. Yep. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's gonna argue about that?
Nobody.
That is like that is great news. That is great. Like nobody cared like about any other games except for their Nintendo games. Like they make great Nintendo games, and Nintendo bought them. Sony like Housemarque, right?
It made sense. Like they had a huge relationship since PS3.
Insomniac
right?
game. Yeah. Like it just
Insomniac
honestly,
also was PS. No.
Somniac,
PS1 technically. PS1 technically, actually.
Yeah, PS1.
I was gonna say PS2.
Because Ratchet,
it's
Ratchet, yeah.
Well,
no,
like all they did was like
Spyro
Sunset
was
Overdrive
PS1.
and like a couple of like PC games, but like the rest of it was basically all Sony.
Yeah.
They did, right? Like it just really like irks me. It just I get where we're at in the game industry, but like things like I bought Hellblade. Thought Hellblade was awesome. Of course, it got on PlayStation because it came out on PlayStation.
Platinum that it was a good game. Yeah.
First, and I have an Xbox. I'm gonna be playing Hellblade too. Yeah. But like it honestly gets under my skin that this game is not coming out for other platforms. Like they bought Ninja Theory. They made
to me
exclusive.
it never made sense with them, right? Because it's like it went with PlayStation first. And even
totally.
Ninja Theory made, I think, an exclusive for PlayStation 3. I could be completely wrong.
Wasn't it? It was Goddess of War.
Goddess of War. The soundtrack.
And then it's like the only.
That's what I always
technically
refer to.
No, there's two studios with Xbox I agreed with was like, freaking State of Decay team, as well
Playground,
as
right?
Playground Games.
Playground
Games, especially they were like always like
Undead Labs, I think. Undead Labs is
Undead Labs.
Undead Labs is the Western.
That's exactly how I feel. Those were great acquisitions. Those were like absolutely great acquisitions, right?
And it made sense, right? To fill in a void and add to the roster, but it's like they did nothing with them. Like Undead Labs, especially after that trailer. You remember that last State of Decay trailer we got where it showed the deer eating the little wolf?
Yeah.
Before we saw the title of it saying State of Decay, I'm thinking, okay, what is this? Their Last of Us successor? You know, because it looked that good. I'm like, is this going to be like their answer? This is State of Decay. It's like, bro, what are you doing with that studio?
Yeah.
Why not let that studio go all out? You know what I mean? And really make something really new aside from State of Decay. I'm saying.
Like Sony actually used to do acquisitions a bit like Microsoft. In the very, very beginning, like the early, because I always butcher the name. I think it's Psygnosis, the studio that made Lemmings. Like then they end up making Wipeout. But they were multi-platform. I remember like I played a lot of games from them on my Super Nintendo, and I thought they were great. And then Sony bought them, made them exclusive, obviously to PlayStation. Yeah. So they do actually have a history, if you go way, 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 way back, of taking companies that do make a good portion of their games on other platforms. But they totally have not done that in 10 or 15 years, right? Like I love the whole, like, let's get partners, let's make 2 or 3 games, nurture this relationship, make them like absolutely like the best, like a marriage type relationship, and then we put the ring on them. Right?
Yeah.
Even at the beginning with Microsoft, like with Rare, you know what I mean? Like I was the biggest Rare fan ever on Nintendo, and like they bought them and like butchered the studio, and they ended up making like Kinect games by the end of it, right? So I don't know, it's just like it just gets under my skin, man. Like Bethesda, again, I'm gonna play these games on PC or Xbox, so not a huge loss for me, but like it's just such a, like, to me it's a loss. But of course it's a loss for PlayStation fans, but it's just a loss for these companies too. Yeah. I feel really bad about Bethesda. I feel so, because there's going to be hundreds of thousands, possibly even millions of people who are not going to play some of their games.
Yep.
Because of this. They literally, like,
though, Doom,
they just wiped out a huge fan base.
Doom might make a difference though. I don't know. Doom is one of those games where it was so good, I don't think anybody wouldn't want to miss out on that. I don't know. That's possible that they won't, especially Elder Scrolls as well.
So, sorry, you think they're gonna bring to PlayStation?
Oh no, they're not gonna bring the PlayStation. I'm saying I don't think people are gonna miss out on that. I think they might go just to still be a part of it and play them.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Doom
you mean
is
like
really
get a
good.
PC?
Like get either a PC or just get an Xbox and.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, for sure. Totally. Like if there's like 10, I'll just throw out a crazy number. If there's like 10 million PlayStation only fans that like Bethesda, yeah, of course half of them are gonna buy a PC or an Xbox, right?
Yeah.
But the other half probably won't, right? Like there's a good portion of people that just they don't have the money, they don't have the time, they like we get reason after reason after reason after reason.
I don't know though. Like, surprisingly though, just judging by the way people have been acting, especially and what I've been seeing on social media, more likely it probably won't even be an Xbox. It's probably just more likely to be a PC. but just because of the fact that PC is getting legit best of both worlds, all three. Like Sony made the transition. It's making the transition a lot smoother. More likely, a launcher is probably going to drop. And Microsoft already made the bridge beyond easy. I mean, you can get achievements, everything on PC and literally carry on and keep it going. So more likely, you'll see that.
Totally, man. Dude, I keep on saying the Steam Deck is like a game changer for me because I actually was like a pretty big PC guy, like maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. But I just kind of neglected my PC, and it just kind of like I had more powerful consoles, so I was like, I'm gonna get my games for console. But like I would say probably like my PC gaming went from maybe about 5% of my gaming time at the beginning of this year to after I got Steam Deck. It's got to be at least like, I don't think it's half at this point, but it's probably approaching it. Like 40% of my game time would be on my Steam Deck.
Yep.
Like it's just
Hunter, buddy, what are we
PC,
doing
man.
today? Hunter, what are we doing with your outfit, Hunter?
Dude, Scorn. I'm playing, some dude on Twitter was like so shocked that I actually talked about an Xbox game. He could not believe it. He was dumbfounded. So I was like, okay, I don't know how many times I've told people, like we've talked on this podcast like 100 times about how we all play on, or you and I play on Xbox.
I love how you corrected that. Oh, man. Yeah, you see Friday. Oh, man, Hunter. You see, he corrected that mid-sentence, baby. Because we play games, not corporations, Big Cloud. See what I did?
Hey, Blaze.
I called him out, and he didn't want to hear it.
Blaze. Let's go on PC. Let's not do this.
You don't play on PC.
Let's not do this.
Stop the.
Anyway, I did get a copy of Scorn. The developer gave me actually a key for it, and I was gonna go boot it up, and then I got tied up as.
So you've been playing.
Dude,
the
you haven't played it yet?
Simulator?
I haven't played it. I literally turned it on. They sent me a Steam version too.
I think you're gonna hate it.
Really?
But I'm so curious, man. This is probably the most curious I've ever been for a game that you played.
Why?
Have
you played
There's
it?
a bunch of nuts on the ceiling and the walls. Do you like that?
Yeah, it's a lot of.
It is totally not what I thought. Like
I feel like it's an atmospheric game, and I feel like
it's the raw kind of atmosphere. I just put it like that.
Dude, raw is like all over the walls, bro.
Okay, I don't know what I should say, but I'll just say this: the genre you think it is probably not the genre that it is.
Yeah, definitely not.
I'm hearing it's more of a puzzle game than anything.
Yep,
it is.
Dude, it is all puzzle. It is no action. It is no combat, no action. There is actually combat, but it totally sucks, and it's like, and it's rare. You'll go 20 minutes without an enemy, 30 minutes without an enemy. Like it, dude. Don't go into this thinking it's an action game or a shooter. That's why I want to know your opinion. I think you're gonna hate it.
Damn, I was gonna make a little. I was gonna suck off the game to get on the Xbox's good side and get. I'm trying to get more keys from Xbox. I was gonna be like, this looks like my type of game. So, but now I'm gonna.
I don't know if you should have said that. The game is full with. All types of balls, but you said that. But anyway,
dude, the actual like what I thought the game would be like, some studio like has to go out there and make it immediately, man. Like make a meat shooter. The best way to describe it. Make like a flesh meat shooter game. Like that's what I thought this was, man. I just thought it was like so meaty and fleshy, and all your weapons were like organic and alive and.
I mean, it definitely is meaty. From
it's yeah. Oh yeah.
Stupid.
I was excited for the last Xbox game I got was Gears of War, so I was excited to get another key from Xbox. But whatever.
Well, yeah.
Cassie told us.
Just tell me after you play it, man. I actually like it, but I like as of right now, it's probably like a 7 out of 10 for me. Like that's maybe a 6.8 or.
What's the Metacritic? What's the Metacritic score?
7, but it's like it's decent. I'm glad I'm playing it.
But the Metacritic,
yeah.
what is it? Is it like
72.
Yeah.
what was Days Gone?
Let me
Oh,
look it up.
dude, Days Gone is like
Oh, I know.
1,000 times better.
I know, but I'm just curious.
A million bajillion times better than this
71?
game.
Okay, Days Gone got a 71. See, what are we doing? It don't
71 for Days Gone?
it don't add up. No. Listen.
You can't
This
even
is why these
compare these
fake ass
games.
PlayStation. I can't stand PlayStation fans. This is what I'm saying. They think some of the PlayStation guys think Days Gone sucks just because of perception alone, bro. You know, the little bit of jank because it was struggling on that PS4, but I can't see it.
Yeah, I can't relate, man. That game's awesome.
It is.
Like, I love Days
beautiful
Gone.
game, beautiful game too, underrated game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh well, I'll play it tonight. I got a PGA Tour 2K23. I was
yeah,
Strictly's like,
you've
yeah,
been
go ahead,
ducking
buy it.
Strictly. Yeah, you've been ducking Strictly.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but Strictly's I'm thinking he's a console peasant, so I buy it on PlayStation. He's like, oh, dude, I bought it on Steam. I'm like, oh, good, now we can't play. He's like, oh, just buy it again on Steam. I'm like, I'm not giving 2K another $80. I'm not doing it. And of course, PlayStation might give me a refund because I've never asked for a refund, but we'll see.
Wait,
That's a big if, bro.
That's a big
like,
if. I don't. What did you play?
I've never asked for a refund.
Did you start the game?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Ooh.
might not get it then if you start the game. Yeah.
And it's been running this whole time for like 3
You
Yeah,
ain't
hours.
getting that.
that's
You
a
ain't
rough
getting
game.
that refund. You ain't
Yeah.
getting that refund.
Bro, I've never returned the game ever.
It doesn't
It
matter
doesn't
to them.
matter. It doesn't matter if you run in the game and if you run the game of any particular way.
Dude, customer
or whatever.
service is
Yeah.
trash
It's-
there,
yeah,
bro.
you
They're
gotta
not
get it.
gonna
Sony
care.
knows who I am, bro. They'll take care of it.
Yeah. Okay. I hope. Oh, by the way, I hope you've been buying premium games.
They
You
know.
want to wait in
Well,
line.
I can FaceTime somebody there. They'll see my hat.
All right. Well,
They'll take care of it.
all right. Let's see how long you wait for that customer service. Never mind.
And I'm a level 2 on the PlayStation Star, so I'm sure they'll take care of it.
Yo, don't you gotta be placed
Yeah, level four.
level 4?
You're level 4 to skip lines.
Yeah. But what were you guys talking about?
No, we're talking about Microsoft's
Talk about
comment.
Meat Simulator, bro.
Oh God, let it go. You got Cassie killing me in the chat. Though, some is just-tastic. Come on, stop it. So anyway, moving forward. So we were talking about Microsoft's comments to PlayStation about the whole Activision deal. Basically, they said that Sony's too big to fail. Blaze. Now we already seen Sony at their highest point, literally fail. So, what's your thoughts on this?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Who said they're too big? To fail?
Microsoft said that Sony is too big to fail without the Call of Duty thing.
Well, they're just playing their cards right. That's all
Exactly.
that is. That's just the poker. That's just the, you know what I mean? That's just a chess move right there. But honestly, listen. There's not going to be a Call of Duty next year for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Okay, for a very long time. Call of Duty's on a yearly cycle, and next year there will be no Call of Duty for the first time in a long time. Okay, so my thing is, I don't know, man. I don't got too much. Listen, like I think you said it, Hunter. PlayStation was giving what $20 million. What was how much money? $2 million. What was it to Activision?
Oh, gamers were spending $2 billion on Activision games on PlayStation per year.
Okay, so where does Activision make that up on if it's not on PlayStation?
Good point.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
You're
I feel
losing
bad for
that
these
type of
companies,
money.
man.
$2 billion you're losing right from that side. Well, you say, well, Blaze, a lot of people get on Xbox, right? But not everybody's gonna move over. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money.
I think they still be moving. Not like they're saying in that 2024 to 2028, but there will be people moving at the start of PS6 and whatever the new Xbox is. And I also think it's funny that Xbox is also crying too. It's like PlayStation blocked Game Pass for being on PlayStation. It was like, bro.
No shit. And you know what? If I'm PlayStation, I'm dead serious. I'm making the biggest push, and I'm knocking on EA. I'm knocking on EA's door tomorrow.
For
what I'm saying?
Battlefield?
Battlefield?
For everything EA has.
Oh, marketing
Not just
wise,
Battlefield. Listen, if you want
They're doing
Call
it
of
for FIFA too, eh?
Yeah, but they got FIFA on lock because they got PlayStation signs on the Champions League. But what I'm saying is, if you need a Call of Duty clone, people are like, oh, Battlefield, no. Titanfall is just like Call of Duty. The exact same devs they used to play plays kind of just like it, other than moving around in the air and shit. Then you got Battlefield. You got so much. If I'm PlayStation, I'm knocking on EA's door and trying to do whatever I can to like either get rights or acquire or whatever. I'm serious. That's what I would do. But yeah, make
Survivor, they should do the same thing too.
Yeah, but yeah, listen, these little. I heard Hunter say this that SOCOM has to be like Fortnite, and I almost fell out of my chair. But
No,
I know what he means. The
I mean,
success of Fortnite.
from a content perspective, yeah.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah, he's not talking about breaking
not
fourth walls.
not
Yeah,
the genre.
Yeah, not breaking fourth
I
walls.
mean,
like
little
Air
art
Force
style, the cartoon art
Yeah.
style.
But
Blaze would fucking melt if they did that. They had the cartoon
The
art
Fortnite art style SOCOM, dude.
He would fall out. He would
Well,
not.
I think they probably need that too. They need like
You think
the
so?
kid market. Well, they need the kid. I mean, that's why they're investing in Epic Games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Right,
know.
they-
They know.
They need the adult Call of Duty killer, and they need the kid killer.
yeah, but what is
They
going
need-
to
they
compete?
need the
with,
Fortnite
nothing is going
killer.
to compete with Fortnite on the kid level.
Yeah,
when it
no.
comes to
Yeah,
that,
it's not.
like you can't compete. There's no way PlayStation can compete money wise, creativity wise, coming up like they have skins ready every single freaking month. Like it's impossible to compete with that. So
That's
you
why
might
they're
as well
investing in Epic.
invest, right?
Yeah, that's
invest
why
into
they're
Epic,
investing.
exactly, and just keep that in your side pocket like it's your side chick. That's it.
Well, I love the I always butcher his last name, John, the CEO of EA, John, blah 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 blah. But anyways, that dude said that he made comments about how he's like he's getting so hungry now that he knows that Call of Duty might be exclusive to Xbox. He was already talking about how it's like going to be a major advantage for Battlefield and for EA.
Oh yeah, because now either Xbox gets marketing rights or PlayStation's going to pay up the wazoo to get Battlefield as marketing rights on their system.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So Blaze, man, yeah, you're right, man. Like, dude, like the EA is like seeing dollar signs, man.
I mean, yeah, they're in the best position ever. They got Jedi Survivor, which is about to bring in mad bank for them by itself. You got this with the whole
Big Cloud.
divisions.
EA is in their like they're in their best moment right now.
I know what I'm saying. Like they're bringing
Need for
in mad
Speed
money.
is at the top at the like people
Yep.
are super excited for that
Yeah,
again.
talking about it a
Dead
lot.
Space, people are
That
super
showing
excited
was
for that.
great
Mhm.
today. By the way, that
Yeah.
showing was great. If
And-
we'll talk
and-
about it.
And if you go down the line, the other things like the Fallen Order and the Titanfalls and they got the sports titles on lock. Like EA's doing just fine. All of a sudden, EA's looking really healthy.
The only thing
they
EA
gotta
just
they gotta
sucks at
fix
was-
some
is the
stuff.
Madden. Yeah, they gotta fix.
Yeah, they gotta
Madden.
fix.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just Madden,
Yeah.
FIFA got some bullshit in it too. But
Well, FIFA
yeah,
lose
gotta
they
fix it.
lose the license
they
this year,
lose the
right? This
license,
is
yeah.
it.
If they
So
fix
yeah,
whatever
if
they call it.
Wait, if they change,
yeah, but
Madden?
that's just a name change.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
still
yeah.
gonna
I'm saying, do you really think like FIFA, like in terms of name, like it doesn't really matter for EA? They'll call it whatever, and they'll just sell as much.
I would say it would matter before,
Yeah.
but now that the competitor Konami's version of FIFA is so in the shitter right now, it's so bad.
Yeah.
They went free to play, and
Yeah.
it's such a bad experience that EA could call it, soccer 2024. Like it doesn't matter
Hmm.
at that point.
Yeah.
As long as they're paying to have the teams and all the licenses, I don't think people really care.
I'm surprised they don't bring back college football for
Oh, that's coming. That's rumored
Yeah,
to
they
be
said they
coming.
were trying to.
or Fight Night.
Probably will not.
I'm saying
Fight Night.
Yeah.
Fight Night's coming regardless.
that
You
was
think so?
Yeah, Fight Night. Yeah.
Fight Night is coming on the other side. It's not being made by EA, but I'm
Oh.
telling you, EA is gonna want to sniff that out and jump on that. Trust me, EA always will try and compete. When it comes to they want to be the listen. They think boxing's not popular anymore, and they're right. It has fallen off the face a little bit, but you know what? Fight Night, the game, was
Yeah.
so fucking fun, and people still playing on the 360 back compat right now to this day,
Yeah.
online and everything. So
UFC as well. They also got that. So
UFC, I'm just not a fan of UFC games. The games,
Yeah.
I'm not.
they keep changing the mechanics every single damn installment. Like
You learn something, you master it, and then they
they
change
change
completely
it.
how to do everything.
Yeah. The submission system,
No,
all
I-
that. The reason why I didn't even bother playing the last one all the way because of that damn how much they changed. I just thought it was terrible. I'm like,
You know what I heard, Hunter? I heard
uh-oh.
Sony's got another game coming, and it's gonna be It's one of the 10 games, and I heard it's like a Wipeout.
Oh,
Wow.
dude,
And
I
you
hope
unlocking
so.
skins and ships and.
Yeah, Wipeout is actually my favorite racing game franchise of all time. Like,
Wipeout is incredible, man.
dude, like I remember like even I actually bought that was the very first game that I bought the soundtrack on PS1. Do you remember
Yeah,
the
they
PS
have awesome
the PS1?
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Is that Codemasters? Who's making that?
No, it was well, it was I think the very first one was Psygnosis, and then they changed their name to what was it? London?
It's the same people that made. It's the same
London
people that
Studios?
made Drive Club, right?
No,
No,
no.
that's
No,
not
no,
the
no.
Am I tripping?
same.
Yeah, you're tripping.
Look it up.
Drive
Look it up.
Club was what? Evolution was it called?
Yeah, it's
Was
Evolution.
Evolution-
Evolution
That's Evolution.
No, no. Wipeout wasn't
Oh, let
made
me
by
see
Evolution.
something. Wipeout is made by the guys who were
Is it London
Firespr-
Studio?
Yeah,
I'm
Sony
sorry.
Sony London. Yeah, Sony London.
Yeah, I always call them Psygnosis.
Now
But
they're
yeah,
called
Sony.
Firespr. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They keep on leaving Sony and changing names and
Branching off, changing. Yeah.
yeah. So Fire Sprite is the Wipeout developers. So they're back. At
Oh,
Sony,
so that makes
yeah.
sense then. Okay.
Like Fire Sprite is the team that's supposed to be making Twisted Metal,
Ah, there you go.
but Fire Sprite apparently I think has 3 games at least in development. One is the Horizon Call the Mountain. The other one is supposed to be
All right.
Twisted
So
Metal. And
Studio
then there's
Liverpool, Powerdrome.
oh sorry Liverpool. That's sorry I'm not London
Liverpool.
London Studio is Blood and Truth.
Oh, there you go. I thought
Liverpool, yeah.
No, it would start with an L. Oh, there you go.
But yeah, man. Oh, dude, I really hope that franchise comes back. Like,
One would hope.
it's just so good.
One would absolutely hope. And it
What was
needs
the
to,
last
honestly.
one? The Omega collection, right?
Yeah, but the last one was Omega,
Oh.
but even a lot of those were just like remixes and remasters of previous.
PS Vita, PSPs, PS.
Yeah.
But that was awesome. That was all the best ones. You had Wipeout HD, which was the PS3 version. Like they had such Wipeout is a great game. And you ever play Fast RMX on the Switch?
Yeah. of
Kind
course.
of similar. Really cool.
Yeah, exactly. I played that specifically because it was like a clone.
Yeah.
But it
What
wasn't as good.
What are these Sony fanboys like? Look at this shit on Twitter. It's like, oh my god, God of War collection, and you look and it's just a standard PS4 with a cardboard on.
We literally
Yeah, I
just
saw
talked
that.
about it
I was
earlier.
thinking
We was
that.
like,
Yes,
this has got to be the most half-assed bundle we've ever seen. Like, because they got a custom controller, Blaze, the blue, and I would think maybe at least you get like a custom side plate. With
No.
it, but no, they didn't do it. So it's
It's just a standard PS4 in a box.
Yeah.
So why are they putting all heart emojis? It's got almost 1,000 likes for what? Like this
Yeah.
is so pathetic.
I think they do it for clout. I don't think they actually care.
Oh, there's that too.
I mean, if they do though, that's also yikes.
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok, the official bundle with the star. Like I can't stand people, bro. I would love to like.
Yeah, what would you love to do?
Move forward here. So obviously on the talks of the Activision situation, this right here. I mean, again, I'm not even surprised by this, but a lot of people this became like a big news topic and it was talked about all week. But a lot of people really thought that Sony was gonna bend the knee, I guess you can say, and allow Game Pass on PlayStation.
No.
Sony blocks Game Pass on the PlayStation, and it says that Microsoft says that Sony has chosen to block Game Pass from PlayStation and that it has elected to protect its revenues from sales of newly released games, rather than offer gamers the choice of accessing them via its subscription. PlayStation Plus, all a response, obviously, to the UK's CMA. But so Here's the thing about Sony. If I remember correctly, don't they have EA Play on PlayStation, and they have
Yeah.
Uplay Plus on
They
PlayStation?
do now.
Yeah.
They blocked it for a long time.
Yeah, but we know why they opened up, you know, to have it on there now, because they're working with stuff like that. Think about this: Sony doesn't want any deal whatsoever with Microsoft, especially with them having a big ace card like Call of Duty potentially. Well, it's going to happen eventually. It's going to take more likely longer before it gets greenlit, but
Yeah.
you know, with Call of Duty in their grasp, they don't want to be in that situation. And what I said to you guys before, Microsoft was probably more likely going to use that game as a crutch to get Sony to accept Game Pass on PlayStation. And, well, there you go. Immediately, not even 24 hours after this whole report, which sent everybody going crazy about the whole Activision deal. Here we go. More coming out. Hey, yeah. We want to put this on your platform because, you know, we got Call of Duty. We want to make extra revenue off of you guys. And Sony's like, no, we don't want that. So,
Yeah.
not surprised whatsoever. Is anybody surprised by this? And do you
No,
do you guys think Sony will eventually cave in?
No.
What's the deal? Because I don't think Sony cares at that point. I think they'll move on.
I noticed what they were saying. Xbox was like, well, the PlayStation customers will still have an option to pay for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna keep it book. When you get that that subscription service for Game Pass, no, like there will be some people that buy the game, right?
Yep.
But majority of people will not buy the game. Therefore, Xbox is going to get a constant revenue source, whereas like Sony is not going to get anything. Like the EA app, for instance, that is very different than Game Pass, where it's like you get a trial and stuff, and then maybe like the vaulted library. But new games, you still have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sony gets, you know, a huge, you know, for the royalty. That like no one's going to do that once like you pay $15 or $10 a month to get Call of Duty, to get Halo, etc. It just doesn't make any sense for them to do so.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this whatsoever. It's just like, wow, we here. You know, it's gotten to this, and people are like just shocked and surprised. I'm like,
it's just weird that Xbox cried about it. I mean, they have to, but it's just funny to me.
Playing chess again.
Yeah,
it's wow.
I think the big thing though, like, and this is like I actually am still subbed to Game Pass. I think until like midway through next year. So I have the service and I like it, but like the biggest fear that I have with it is like, and you can already see it with Xbox fans is like the training to tell people not to buy new games anymore. Like you see people that are like brand new game comes out that everybody's playing, and you'll see people tweeting like, oh, I'll wait 8 months or 6 months until it comes on Game Pass. And to me, it's just like that's why Sony doesn't want Game Pass on theirs, and that's why they don't have first parties. Like if we start training everybody that all your games are going to be on a service for $10 a month, like,
yep.
I really hope, like, I get the value, right? I totally get the value, but like at the same time, like if you are a gamer, you should hopefully be concerned about like the long-term industry, right? And like there's some pretty bad things that can happen if everybody is paying like nickels and dimes for games, right?
Production costs can go down for certain games and titles, and if a game doesn't do financially well, they'll be like, all right, well, that franchise is going to continue. Like think about like Netflix shows and these Disney Plus and HBO Max. If they don't get a certain amount of viewers to watch, that show's done. It's canceled. The same thing with a game.
It's a wrap.
Dude, yeah, exactly. Like that's totally, man. There's like Netflix is ruthless. Like and I was actually thinking too, like at least for me, when every month Netflix will announce like, okay, here's like the 50 things that are coming to Netflix, right? I go through that whole list, and there's like one or two things that appeal to me, and like even those one or two are like, some of them are like, meh, like maybe I'll watch it. But like it's very rare for me to be like, oh shoot, like I need that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's the kind of thing that I think is going to happen with game services like this. Like it's going to be a lot of just like lower production, lower value, lower budget, like franchises are going to get canceled, right? Like, think about this too. Like, one of the cool things with these, with this like Activision acquisition is like we now know that Game Pass made 3 billion last year, right? 3 billion.
Yeah, like 2.9. Yeah, 3 billion.
Yeah. 2.9 billion. Like, honestly, like good, but it's like.
But we don't know in terms
not,
of how much the cost is, as well
Right.
as if they met their budget. Like they probably did.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't say what in profit. They just said revenue, right?
Well, yeah, it's just in revenue, but really though, that's actually not a lot of revenue. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
Like Nintendo.
They're still in the red.
Nintendo is like
Yeah.
like 16, 17 billion. Like Sony is like 20,
Like 20,
25,
yeah.
25, 26 billion. Like 3 billion is like, no, like of course it's a lot of money, but it's in gaming it's like it's not
That's
that
like
big, right?
the price of what? Few games being made at that point. You know what I mean? Like that's about it. That's not really like, oh my god, this is like the most sustainable thing I've ever seen. I mean,
We never got an update though on what the Game Pass numbers are currently, right? I think it was like, was it last year 25
It was
million?
like
I think?
25, and then
they used to do like every like
Yeah,
quarter,
these goddamn bots over here with these project.
Well,
like it,
damn, right there, these bots, and he bought it out too.
That's awesome.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. The bots
It's
got
like that. That's why I'm like I get like so pumped.
Action numbers. I mean, like Xbox.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's.
Somebody clip.
Blaze, you good? You good?
There you go.
You said bot, and you literally bought it.
He was like, the
Xbox. What the hell? My fault, Microsoft. I was just joking. Man, I'm telling you, bro.
But no, like, yeah, it was always projected numbers we've been seeing from the community, not necessarily from Microsoft. A lot of people immediately assumed 35. Then people were thinking 40 million subscribers.
But what the last we got was 25, man. You can't.
No, but they
like.
Yeah.
It's probably more than 25, but like, no one can say with.
Well, it might have went down,
confidence.
to be honest, though, too.
Yeah,
Because at that
content
time,
has not been crazy. Yeah.
Well, that and 25 million was at the point where we were still kind of like indoors a bit.
Yeah.
Now we're not really indoors a bit. Even PlayStation Plus numbers went down.
Yeah, actually,
like too. So it's like they reported that. Like I said, Xbox hasn't reported Game Pass numbers. I think since last year in September.
Yeah.
Or October or something like that.
Yeah, very true. So it's questionable what we're gonna get here. Let's see here. Let me get into this giveaway. Anybody else see everything else you want to bring in for the show?
Oh, what about the Dead Space stuff?
I'll say that. We'll say that after this. I want to get into the giveaway. So, big shout out to our good friends over at Golden Knights for sponsoring today's stream. They were so awesome enough to give out some codes. So I got codes for Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation for The Last Orcu. This is a game this is from the team. Shout out to Vladimir and everybody. We interviewed them a couple days ago on the channel. I did it super early. If you guys missed it, go check it out. Basically, this game is an RPG. It's very similar to Souls-like games. That's combat similar. And it's like one of their most ambitious titles they've done. They're very, very proud of it, and they were really, really cool to share this with us. So I'm going to just ask everybody in the chat real quick, and then we'll get back to the topics. First of all,
Big Cloud, have you played that game?
Let's start with Steam. Huh?
Have you played it yet?
No, not yet.
I've played it. It's not bad.
Yep. We're starting with Steam. Let's get the Steam code out here. I got one. So who wants this game on Steam? Let's go ahead and see it in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want this on Steam. And we're just going to randomly select it from the chat here. I saw Cassie, but go ahead and put a 1. All right, we got 1 for Lobo. Who else? Cassie. Okay, got Thanos. Got Mass Produce, Eddie. Okay. Reddit, sit your ass down.
Hey, man, what am I supposed to do here, bro? Free is free.
Oh, God. You want to be in the thing? Okay, hold on.
Hey man, you don't give me free games, sir, so I might as well enter a free contest.
Oh god, this guy. You see this? You see this?
I don't get paid, sir.
You see this?
I gotta get something for free.
You see this?
I think anyone in the chat can agree with me.
Oh god, here we go. This man right here. Let's go ahead, go back to the chat real quick and put these names in. While I put these names in, Red Hood, why don't you lead with that topic you brought up?
Oh, so it was the anniversary for I believe the original Dead Space.
Yep.
And they showed off a comparison / demo of Dead Space remake. It was about 8 minutes long. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's looking pretty good, man. 0G, the flesh coming out, especially when you're shooting the limbs. Like you could see the tendons and everything like that. Like I'm just like, dude, that's looking really, really good.
Does it rival what we saw with Callisto, you think? Or do you think it's just more their own?
I don't know. I would have to look at Callisto because I don't know if Callisto had that type of damage.
Oh, it did.
Thing.
Did you pick the winner for the Steam thing?
I'm picking in a few minutes.
Oh, because I got a randomizer.
Yeah, that's what I have right here too. You have one?
Yeah.
You want to do it?
You want me to?
Yeah, you can.
Let me just do it because mine's mad fast. Who's in it?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna send it to your DM.
Obo.
Oh shit. Here, it's gonna put it in the chat here. I read it. So make sure I put everybody's name in first. Hold on. Mass reduce. Who else wanted done?
This is just for one.
This for the Steam code.
Okay.
We gotta do this a few times. And Timmy. Dun, dun,
Red Hood. Why is Red Hood's name there?
What do you mean? I didn't get the name. What?
Hey, Red Hood's on Steam, man. You want something free?
You want me to add Red Hood in there?
Yeah, add Red Hood in there, son.
Yes, sir.
That's bullshit.
Bro, why's it bullshit, man? I gotta get something. You know what I'm saying?
And I.
See, I just asked. I said, Big Cloud, send me the code now. I want to play it before work, and he sent it to me. See the difference? Red Hood? There's tears.
No.
There's tears?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Now here you go.
You're like, here.
It's in the chat right there.
I made this mistake of looking at Twitter.
I'm not adding Lobo, by the way.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't add Lobo.
What happened?
You know what happened.
I guess like more people are breaking him. I saw more drama on Twitter. I don't know. I don't actually know what. I don't know what. I think maybe Ghostbusters. I don't know.
Ghostbusters.
I was trying to figure out.
Wait, Ghostbusters got leaked?
Well, there's a new Ghostbuster games coming out in like what, a week?
I forgot about that.
Oh Lord,
week and a bit, but I could be wrong. I saw Ghostbusters in the thread. I was trying to figure out what game it was, but certain folks like deleted their tweets and all that, so I can't really figure it all out. But anyways, it seems like there's like Gotham Knight leaks and Ghostbuster leaks and
Bella. What's up, Bella? Shout out to Bella in the chat. Now you got it.
Yep.
All right, go
sending
ahead.
them right now.
I put them on the chat, but
and
Ham Solo, what's up? So going back to the Dead Space thing, yeah, the game does look good, Red Hood. As far as dismemberment, it does look good. I think Callisto is really spoiling this though. There's like extra levels to their dismemberment, and I definitely showed that, especially when you shoot off like an arm. You can actually also shoot off the shoulder joint as well. You know what I mean? You can see the tendons and the bones and everything. You can't really do that from what I'm seeing in the Dead Space one, the Dead Space remake. You do see the tendon stuff, but it's like for select areas of the body. I think Callisto is pushing a little bit more.
They're also getting rid of the tram system within the first game and 0G. And also, if I recall correctly, they're adding new puzzles. Like you can either turn off the lights and have reserve, but the negative connotation is like your life, like you know, you're gonna have to need oxygen or something. So like they're doing a lot of stuff like that, and like also like using like the impaling system with the telekinesis.
Thank God they brought that back. They brought that from part 2.
Well, like also they showed like you can use like these like sharp objects too to throw at like.
Yeah, that's from part 2. where you can use like
No,
spikes.
I'm not saying the tendons. I'm saying like actual object sharp.
That's from part
objects.
2. That's from part 2.
I know that, but I'm saying in 2 there's little like rods. I'm not talking about rods. It's like a huge thing that you can do.
No.
That they're
That's
adding
the
to
winner,
it.
Big Cloud. I'm posting it. Here you go.
All right.
That definitely cooked.
What?
The books were cooked on this one.
I got. No,
All
it's
right.
not. I got the screenshot.
All right,
So-
Cassie.
We're cooked.
Cassie, congrats. You're getting the game. Congrats. All right. Next one. Next code. This is for Xbox. There's only one. But in the chat. One in the chat.
How many door stops are out there? Come on, let's see it.
I'm just like dumbfounded. I see Donner's face right now. Oh, God. All right. Let's see here.
I gotta say, Hunter, just realize one thing I ask is 16.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
This is for one.
I'm back.
This is for
Just
Xbox.
I don't
All
know.
right, Thanos. I'm gonna add Thanos. I'm gonna add.
You need me to sing you the names again? Or are you going you got them? You got it?
I got 2 so far. Did you see anything else?
All right, I'll just call them out and you put them in. All right, so you got Thanos, you got Briar Rios.
Ignore what I'm typing. All right, just to copy it.
Okay, Briar Rios. Ham Solo.
I'm solo. Mandolo.
Thanos.
And
Thavi String. Or
Yep.
Tavi String. And
All right, so-
is that it?
that it.
All right. Go ahead, pick it. So far, we got Cassie and we got who? Who's the winner for the Xbox code?
Let's add them in here. Ham Solo.
Ham Solo. Okay. Ham Solo, congrats, dude. You win the last Orc crew. You and Classic Cage. Now, of course, this is going to be the tough one right here. I hope you're ready to type fast, Bliss. For the PlayStation, we have 2 codes
God.
for PlayStation.
Oh,
I know a lot of you are going to jump into this, so let's go ahead and get the names in. Put the ones in the chat. If you want the code for PlayStation 5, we have you covered. We got 2, so go ahead, put them away. I'm just going to put Cult Classic Cage, so I won't forget.
Now, saying something good about me, I can duplicate your name maybe if you say something nice right now before you leave your ones.
Shut up, Bliss.
I'm joking.
He's not joking.
I'm not joking though. Thanks.
He's not.
Doorstop 1. Come on, Ham Solo. I was just joking.
Xbox.
Oh, look, you got Blazes God.
Anarchy. I like it. And I like your name too, brother. Put a 1 up there. I'll take care of you.
Oh, God. You got the names? You got them?
I'm waiting because I'm not gonna stop.
Struggle. What's up, bro?
Struggle Gaming, my guy.
Okay.
No duplicates. If you already put 1, don't put another 1.
All right, so I'm gonna
Anarchy.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw the names at you. Ready?
Good.
All right, we got Mass Reduce, 201.
69.
We got Anarchy 4K.
Yep.
We have Thanos again. Shout out to Thanos.
This is for PlayStation. Y'all know this, all
Yeah,
right?
it's to the PlayStation.
Making sure.
Codes. It's gonna be 2 winners for this one, y'all. Briar Rios again. Ninja Slayer.
Yep.
John E. So John space E.
I'm just copy and pasting. There it is.
Oh, Thavi String again, or String. Boycott Activision. J Dab. I thought it was J Dub or something. Like, hey, what's up, you fraud? That's J Dab. Who else?
But you missed D-Rex.
Did
Slow
I?
down a little bit.
Did I? Where's it? I know she's on D-Red. Oh, I did. D-Rex.
Boycott Activision is one.
Yeah, boycott Activision. D-Rex. Big Mike.
Big Mike put a 1.
Yeah, he put on
You know,
one.
Big Mike don't deserve it after the huge carry on Call of Duty.
Of course.
Like Gaz and you.
You gotta throw Iman, the rich swag lord, in here. So make sure you got it. J-Dab. You got Big Mike. Got him?
I got Mass Produce, Anarchy, Thanos, Barrios, Ninja Slayer, John E, Davey, D-Rex, Boycott Activision, J-Dab. Who else am I missing? Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Wait, Blaze. Here's some Cash App money. So Big Mike is not in there.
Iman, the rich swag lord. Y'all stay trying to rig those.
It's gonna be $40.
We don't do this. We don't do this. We don't do that.
Mr. Phantom. There it is. Ms. Phantom.
Ms. Phantom. What's up, Phantom? Good to see you. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing
Oh,
well.
and
Amblix. Yeah.
God damn, bro. Enough's enough now. No more ones.
Stupid.
Am I missing anybody? I don't want to miss anybody, bro.
Look at Mike trying so hard to secure himself a code. You gonna say Blaze is a better gamer than me. The betrayal. Oh man.
I mean, that's true, Big Mike. You don't gotta lie about that.
It's not true, but you know, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. I think that's everybody. Oh, Dre. We got Dre Watson. Dre put one in.
Nah, Dre Watson's disqualified, bro.
Nah, man.
Just playing, Dre. Just playing, Dre. What's up, Dre? In Seattle.
Yep, in Seattle, chef.
So wait, where did I'm Rich? Did he put a 1?
I am AN swag lord.
Are you sure?
Yes, fraud.
I don't see a 1 anywhere. And I've looked up and down, but I'll add him.
God. And
All right. A struggle.
struggle.
See, you're lucky. I almost generated it. So there's 2 of these, right?
Yep, it's 2. So 2 winners. Make sure we put them in the chat here. All right. This for PS5. Last Horror Crew. All right. Go ahead. Generate.
Mass produce.
Mass
Is one.
produce.
I got to take his name out, though, so hold on.
Yeah, all right, hold on. So,
Mass produce. All right, so now I took him out of the thing. Let me just recopy this without mass produce.
yep. Mass produce. Ooh. PS5. Alright, and the other one as well.
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yeah, good. I got it.
There we go. Spin the wheel of death.
I should be Big Mike, so I'm gonna laugh.
Anarchy.
Anarchy. Wow, okay.
Wow, and that's not even bullshit, Anarchy. Even though you were sucking me off, like it literally picked you.
Oh, God.
I got the screenshots too. I'll send them to Big Cloud. It's no cap. It's just like a little wheel and it stops. So mass produce Anarchy for PS4. I mean PS5. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Colt Cage for Steam. You got everything, right?
Yeah, I got it. I just posted it. Ham Solo for Xbox. I'm going to hit y'all up. Well, if you don't follow me on Twitter, just follow me on Twitter. I'll hit you guys up there and get your codes. Congrats to the winners. And big shout out again to Golden Knights for sponsoring this and
For real.
And giving the giveaway. We appreciate y'all. Awesome,
Bro, he
dudes.
gave us 6 codes, bro. That's
Technically, it was originally going to be 10. So he was like really supporting the hell out of the stream. But shout out to them, man. They're awesome. Awesome guys over there. Really awesome team. And I really appreciate them. So there's that. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else that happened this week?
some developers are cheap, man. Like shout out to him. Like you know what I mean?
Really awesome.
I don't think there has been.
Yeah, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to leave no stone unturned here. Do we cover everything?
I feel like we did. Unless somebody in the chat can bring something up.
Yeah, okay. Let's open the floor for the chat. Anything you guys want to talk about, and we'll take like 3 questions from you guys, and then we'll end the show. Sound good? Do us a huge favor, hit that like button, and congrats again to the winners.
Oh, the 30 FPS for Gotham Knights.
Yeah, that was oh Lord, Hunter, that's a big L at his score. Ooh, it's terrible.
Yeah, people are tweeting
Gotham
about
Knights
it.
is trash, by the way. Let's talk about that. All right.
Oh man, that's a
Dude,
L by itself.
yo, shout out to Cole, dude. That was an interesting comment.
He's arguing with us saying that Gotham Knights looks better than Arkham Knight. Like the fact, first of all, it doesn't look better than Arkham Knight. But the fact that you're even arguing that your new game looks better than our old game is an argument to you. That's funny too in itself. So.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't know where. You know, sometimes I really question his health at times. I really do. I really do.
I still like the guy.
I do like the guy, but you know, I really do question his health though. Like,
Oh, I got another poll from Hunter. He said, "Blaze, put you and BitCloud and Red Hood for the next code that I want to give away."
no.
All right, I'm gonna put it in right now, and the winner is
Wow, Blaze.
Blaze
Oh,
4K.
man. I'm shocked.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
Wow.
Thank you, Hunter. Thank you so much, brother.
Just
Oh,
realized,
yeah, no-
Hunter. I've been asking once July hits or August. 16.
Red Hood,
That
give
lucky
it up.
16. That lucky
Give it up,
16
Red Hood.
number. You know what
You
I'm
guys-
saying, Hunter?
What do you think Hunter is?
God.
He's a human
Where do
being,
you think
man.
codes come from, man?
Yeah, what do you think they come
That's
from? You
all
think
I
they
gotta
fall
say,
off
Hunter.
trees? You think they grow on trees, man?
You
That's
think
all I
I
gotta
plant
say,
them in
Hunter.
my garden and
They sprout.
I harvest them?
Well, no, there's two.
Honestly, we believe you though. When you say that, we believe that.
There's two, Hunter. It's that or the new expansion for Final
He
Fantasy.
said I got a
14 next
tree.
year.
Come on, man. Stop it. Y'all crazy. Well, let it go.
They do.
But
Come out of thin air.
one thing that I do find funny though is like, and anytime I do review a game and I post comments like around the embargo time on Twitter, I always get people that are like, "Can you confirm? Is it 45 frames? Is it 60 frames? Is it 30 frames?" I'm like, the funny thing is like, as someone who plays a game, like I can feel the difference, of course, between 60 and
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
But
But not
I
the
don't
precise
actually
number.
I don't actually know what the frame is. Like I'm not Digital Foundry, right? Some games like they aim for 60 but end up hitting like 50,
50. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Can I tell the difference between 50 and 60? Like I don't know, man. Like
That's a bit tougher, but like I think you could definitely tell though 30 and 60.
That's facts.
What do I say all the time, Big Cloud? If it wasn't for Digital Foundry actually going deep diving in these games, people wouldn't know that there was a frame drop in Last of Us or a frame drop in
Oh
Gears
no.
of War. Like,
Okay. I will say I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 4, for instance, right? There are a lot of frame drops in that game that I could.
bro,
feel. That
what
shit
did
was
you just say
hitting 15.
though? Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah.
yeah.
What game did that? What console?
That was back in the
come on?
PS3 generation. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Remember
Yeah,
back in the
but
time
like-
when people said 60 FPS is not that good, like 30 FPS is better. Like,
Bro, we were playing games on the 360. I say this all the time, and the PS3 at sub 30 FPS.
Yeah,
and
and it was
people
bad.
accepted it and liked it. Period.
Well, totally.
Strictly. What's up, bro?
The funny
Drake
thing
the
is
prick.
as like someone who plays and reviews games, like you can comment on the frame drops and you can comment on the experience, but like we're never gonna know what the frames are.
True.
Like I'll reply to people. I'll be like, I don't know what the frame is. It feels like it's 60,
Yeah.
right? But there are frame drops that might go down to like the 40s or the 50s, but I don't actually know. Like You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know. It's just always a funny like weird question. It's like
Strictly PlayStation. They're saying they're not gonna give me a refund, bro. You know what I mean? You know what to do next, bro. Go on, Steve. You know what to do. Go to that gift option, baby. You know what's up, dog. Yes, sir. Strict. Let them know. Light work for you, dog. More mortgage payments, dog. Let them know.
Oh my god.
Levels, man.
I mean,
tell him strict.
This man dropped $6,000 on the statue, so I'm pretty sure he got you. Nah, man.
You got me, bro. That's light for strict, man.
Ain't nothing for strict.
Shout out to Strictly though. Yo, everybody that got a code, if you're wondering what type of game you're gonna be playing, by the way, it's different, man.
It's a Souls-like RPG.
Yeah, but it's just give it some time. There's a lot of dialogue in the beginning. Just get through the dialogue. You know what I mean? Give it some time.
Has a dynamic story, everything.
Choices matter.
It's
just give it some time. That's all I'll say.
Yep. Where's that question? Was that your really good one in the chat? There's a few of them. Hold on. Let me go to the chat again. Let me find it. I think it was something to do with. Hold on.
Yo, Medina, we playing VR golf tonight? Or are you too cool? Let me know. You got your new friends? Can we play some VR golf tonight, brother?
Medina in the chat.
Yeah.
Medina, what up?
That or you could play some Monopoly.
Oh,
no,
God.
Monopoly. Listen, I only want to play mobile games with you guys when I'm at work. That's it. I'm not trying to play mobile games when I'm at home, bro.
Exactly. It's like it's Anubis all over again.
I'm not using you guys.
It's Anubis.
Look at your face.
Look at your face. Yeah, exactly.
You got the smile with the laugh going.
I'm just saying, why would?
All right, Pinocchio.
Who wants to play mobile games if they're home?
All right, Pinocchio. That nose getting awfully big when you laugh.
It's already big, motherfucker. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I ain't trying to play Monopoly on my phone in front of my PC. That's ridiculous. I'm at work.
Hey, man.
Oh, man.
Anyway, time. The MetaQuest Pro for $1,500. Do you think this will affect PSVR 2? No. I don't think so.
Let me break this Quest 2. Let me break this Quest Pro down, right? That is not the successor to the Quest. First of all, it's not. And the other thing is that's more of an AR product, more of a presentation product, more like a HoloLens product. That's really what it is. You can do VR and it works just fine. It has a better resolution, better contrast, better colors, all that. It's a nice thin visor, but it's not meant to be the successor to the Quest. It's not. Okay.
Didn't they talk about the Quest 3 as well?
Yeah, the Quest 3. Yeah, I'm sorry, the Quest 2. I keep saying the Quest, but the Quest 2. But yeah, it's more of like a HoloLens. It's more of an entry-level HoloLens that can do VR, that can do AR, that it's really dope. It's cool, and I love the way it looks and all that. It's wireless. The battery life on that, you're looking at 2 hours, bro. That's not a lot of time. That's
for the MetaQuest? For the new one?
For the new one. So that's what I'm saying. So people think you're gonna be plugged in at your desk, stationary, sitting down, doing some work like that. But
nah, not for 2 hours. That's going by quick. Yeah.
My strict. My fault. We ain't playing VR. We playing PGA. You're right.
What's you guys' thoughts, Reddit?
For the
MetaQuest, $1,500.
No, it makes no. It's not gonna do it, dude. The Quest 3 is happening as well, so PlayStation's probably gonna either have at $400 or $500. $600 is pushing it way too much. So I think $400 or $500 is like the best bet for them, and they're not gonna really care about pricing from a Quest Pro. You know, just doesn't make any sense. It's a super expensive model that's, like Blaze was saying, it's in terms of features is way different than what Sony and even Quest 3 is offering.
All right.
Well, people think. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut off you up, but so I've seen people say oh no, the Quest Pro has just destroyed the PSVR because now Sony's gonna look at that and increase the price.
Nah.
But no, they're not gonna increase the price. Sony understand. You can't. Just because they're selling a $1,500 Quest Pro, you think Sony's gonna increase that to $800? That's ridiculous. To think that.
No. No.
Dude, they made that mistake with PS3. They know the sweet spot, right? Like
Listen.
it is the 400 to 500 range. Like
You had me worried for something. You're about to say, "Oh, it was a possibility." Like, don't give me a heart attack.
No.
Don't do that.
no,
Don't-
they learned their mistake with PS3. Like there's just no way they would do it for $800 or
Not only that though, it's such a niche
even
market.
700 or 600.
Yeah, it's a niche market too, and they just, PSVR did do well with those ridiculous move controllers, but this is their first official jump towards it. So I don't think they're gonna overshoot it for anything. So that's how I see it. But yeah, I can see it being $500, $600 PS5.
The one thing that I will say though, like, and Sony won't do this, which is too bad, I don't think. But Sony should absolutely create a VR division. Like, how they're creating the mobile division. They acquired like 2 or 3 like PC porting companies, right? Valkyrie, Nixus, like all that. Like, I'm really shocked and surprised. Like, why would they not? Why would they like it? It's just I feel I don't want to like doom PSVR 2, but I feel like Sony is like kind of half-assing it. If they really like are serious about this stuff and want VR to grow, like stop, like, because I'm kind of disappointed too. Because why don't take Gorilla's time up and don't take Fire Sprite's time up.
Yeah.
Right, with Call of the Mountain will be awesome, but like get another company. Like,
I
you know what I
think
mean?
it's on the horizon. That's why they went immediately with the mobile first, just because that's like the most like tacked in market right now that people are going for, especially Microsoft. But I do think that is in the pipeline for them down the road. You know what I mean? Once things start to really settle down, I do think they will do it because VR is not dropping this year. It's more likely dropping next year. Yeah, it's not dropping because otherwise we would have had a state of play. And there was rumors of a state of play. And again, as you guys are seeing, these insiders, these rumors, every day. It doesn't come.
Oh, shout out to Roberto
the
for leaking the Spider-Man release day, Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, Roberto.
When's the drop? When's the drop?
Roberto just made up some random.
Yeah,
like
June next year.
I'm saying my government name, goddamn.
Damn.
But the situation really though is like with all of Sony's flagship studios, right? If they're gonna make a new game, they're gonna make it, probably first for like PS5 because it's gonna be the widest audience, right? Like, I don't know. It's just such a weird situation. Like, do we really want like 25% of Naughty Dog focus on VR and 25% of Sucker Punch on VR? Yeah. Like, personally, I don't want that. Like, I'm just surprised they haven't acquired, like, because you actually saw what Meta Facebook did, right? Who did they acquire? I'm just trying to remember that they acquired Camouflage, which are the people that made Iron Man VR.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But there was 2 others. Look at that press release. They actually acquired like 3 pretty like significant VR developers, and they've already bought like Ready at Dawn and a bunch of other ones, right? Like,
yep.
Why would Sony not buy Camouflage? I don't know. It's weird, man. Like, they could have bought Camouflage. They could have made Iron Man 2. And then they could have made like another Marvel VR game. They could have been the Marvel VR studio of Sony. So I don't know.
I just don't think they thought it through, honestly.
Well, yeah,
I don't think they thought it through.
Like, PSVR 2 will be awesome, and I'll be there on day one. But like,
yeah,
it's going to be third parties that are going to support this thing.
Because to be honest, like, did you really like? I think we talked about. I don't think Sony really expected PSVR to really do so well.
Oh yeah,
I've been looking long term.
That's why. Yeah,
totally.
Because think about it, they used a peripheral, well, not peripheral, but they used the accessory that was already a flop by itself when they tried to copy the Wii or compete with the Wii. And it's like, let's just find a way to shoehorn this with VR, and it worked for.
Well, I know you mentioned to compete with the Wii. Technically, from what I remember, is their motion control and stuff like that was actually in development before the Wii was, in terms of the.
Well,
Like that tech wise in terms of
Yeah.
PlayStation Move.
I remember they had that god awful presentation for it. Not like when it was like in prototype stage. I remember like he was showing off the whip, he was showing the guns. I remember that.
Yeah.
It took forever, but those
Shout out to
awkward
Strick,
moments.
man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Strick. Yes, sir. Oh, that was such a painful. Yo, so Strictly was going live today, right? So we're here to play golf. Like, so I'm talking like, oh, you bought golf was out. He's like, yo, what are you doing, Blaze? You're not playing golf. I'm like, oh, it's out. So I go buy it on PlayStation. I'm like, all right, Strictly, I just bought it. So he goes live. He sets up his things like, yo, I gotta send you an invite. I'm like, yeah, send it to me. He's like, yeah, but you're not playing. It says you're not playing. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm on PS5 right now. He's like, what do you mean? I bought the Steam version. He's like, oh. So I remember when I told him that buying multi-plats on,
Yep, that's what he
on
did.
PC, and that's what he did, and I
It's
fucked
over,
up
boys.
on that.
Now you can't be buying the games on
Bro,
PlayStation
that
anymore.
big mistake never will happen again, bro. I just
Yeah.
figured he was buying it on PS5. I was thinking I was playing with Big Cloud or something.
Yo.
Yeah, where you you know what? I ain't gonna say. Anyway,
Don't say it.
Hey, oh God. Okay, so all the winners, I sent your codes out just now as we close the show. I want to say thank you to everybody who came through. I hope you guys had fun. It was a great show, all things considering. I appreciate everybody who came through. Anarchy, do me a favor, hit me if you're still here in the chat. Hit me up on Twitter so I can send you your code. You're the last one. I didn't get a chance to send yet because I don't have your Twitter. So send me your Twitter and or hit me up a message on Twitter and you'll get your code. But to everybody in the chat, hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy your weekend. Play some games. And let's definitely do our outros and let's close it. So start with Blaze because he hates going last. So Blaze, where can people find you?
Yeah, Solid Cast Saturdays 9 p.m. We moved it to that, and yeah, appreciate everybody. Shout out to Strick. Appreciate you, Hunter, Red Hood. You already know.
Yes, sir. Red Hood,
Yo.
where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch at RedHood420. So check me out there. Stream on weekdays, streaming movie news, game news, talk about that, and as well as playing Dead Space. And in probably 2 weeks, we'll be playing that Rose DLC for Resident Evil 8. So look forward to that.
Yeah, I'm really
Interesting.
contemplating that too. That looks really, really good.
Yeah, and then like I said, dude, the chat's very engaging and all that. So take a look at the Twitch streams. And I'm still making my Death Stranding video. It's taking a minute, but I try to do every now and then on the weekends to work on it.
Yeah.
So that'll
if
be
you
on
guys can make it
YouTube
past
Red
Red Hood's intro to his live streams, he plays it suppressing,
It's not even that.
Weird.
You don't even show up in the beginning. You don't even show up in the beginning.
I should be
You
like,
hate to see it.
No.
Literally, I have Rebel Path as my starting music.
No, that's not
From
what you have.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, because we came at your neck
No,
too many times.
no,
Now you
that's
changed
not
it.
why.
Before it
Because
was like some
because
depressing
Butch
song.
mentioned listen, because
now it's
Butch
Butch?
mentioned it. I said, okay, Butch, I got you, and we changed it.
You hear that, Nova? You listen to Butch, but you won't listen to us. We've been telling him for months to change
No,
that
dude,
music.
Nova doesn't care. It's only you,
Okay, no, okay.
only you, sir.
We know that's cap. Shout out to Nova for 8 months support, my dude. He says DM my code on Discord. Thanks. This guy. And last but not least, my brother Hunter. Where can the people find you, bro?
So you can check me out on Twitter. It's Next Gen Player. I'll be talking about all the cool new games. Have you guys had a look at the next week?
No.
It's just one of the best weeks in of the year, or
Oh, dude, Persona 5 on Steam Deck. Let's go. The next Friday.
Just today alone we got Dragon Ball and Scorn, and then there's a Plague Tale I think is Tuesday, and Ghostbusters I think is also Tuesday, and Uncharted is Tuesday. No, Uncharted is Wednesday.
Oh, the Steam release?
Yeah, the Steam
okay.
release. Mario plus Rabbids is next week, and Persona 5.
Jesus.
What else is there? Gotham Knights is next week.
Yeah.
New Tales of the Borderland. Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy. If you're not playing a game, like a new game next week, like what are you doing?
Yeah.
There's like a game for everybody coming out next week.
We're definitely
Holy
going
dude.
to we're definitely going to be well, we're going to have a lot to talk about obviously next week. That's for sure. And,
Dude, if I'm on the podcast like with my Steam Deck in hand, don't be mad at me, guys. Like, I'll take like a couple hours. I love the podcast, love chatting with you guys, but like, holy jeez, man, I might have to play games during the podcast. Like, there's just too many games out.
We have a lot to play. We have a lot to talk about, especially for next week. So, Shrug said on Duck and Tech. Hey, listen, just hit me up whenever. If you see me on it, just hit me up. I usually be in the lab just practicing my new controller and everything. That's what I be doing. But just hit me up, Shrug. Maybe I struggle. But no, next week, definitely going to be an awesome week of games. Shout out to Hunter. A solid dude, man. Always looking out for the crew, and I appreciate him that you're coming through, as always. And to everybody in the chat, again, y'all be safe. Enjoy, enjoy everything, man. Enjoy the time with your family. Enjoy the break from work if you off, etc., etc. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. We'll see y'all on the next one, and we out of here. Peace.